Let's talk about episode 8 of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. This is the season finale of season 1. Of course, some spoilers are ahead, so you've been warned. First off, this guy ends up being Sauron. And even though this series had a very slow start for the first 4 episodes, I kind of figured this guy was Sauron the entire time. Some people are saying that Meteor Man, the guy that came from outer space, is Gandalf. And it's kind of pointing in that direction. Now, he never said the word, "I'm Gandalf," but he does hold a staff, and light comes out of it, and you see him going against some of the other bad guys. And then later on, he says some lines very similar to what he said in the movies of The Lord of the Rings. But again, he never said, "Hey, I'm Gandalf." There are some things in this episode that were not resolved from last week's episode, which is very irritating. On the other hand, I'm sure they're going to resolve these issues in season 2. And the very final scene of this episode is the elves making these 3 rings. Hey, wait a minute. That's the name of the series! The Rings of Power! Finally! Anyway, here's my score. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, I give episode 8 of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power on Amazon Prime 7. Listen, there wasn't much action in this particular episode, but there was a lot of revealing things in this episode. There was a lot of sad goodbyes in this episode. And the sad thing is there are a few things from last week that weren't resolved. So I'm curious, have you seen the latest episode of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power on Amazon Prime? If you have, leave your comments below and let me know, because I'd love to hear from you. That's all for now. Thanks all for watching. Bye-bye.